Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Fitz TV here, aka G133. I'm back here today with another video on the channel for you guys. I want to apologize really quick if my voice sounds a little bit raspy. This week has been crazy when it comes to videos. Spider-Man No Way Home. Uh, and I haven't had a lot of time to sleep. But it's fun because, I'm up because I'm doing stuff that I want to do, right? Doing YouTube videos. But uh, it's been a pretty wild week, so my voice is a little bit raspy, but that's okay. That's okay. But we do have Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 79 full summary. It's that time of the month, right? It is the 17th. And before we get started, let me check my Viz Media app to see when we're officially supposed to get this chapter. I believe it's either going to be on it's Friday, so I believe it will either be on Monday or Tuesday. But let me check right now. So the chapter's supposed to come out in 3 days. So Monday is when we should be getting the next chapter, right? So as always, on Monday when the chapter fully releases, I'll have my full review / reaction, just like we do every single month right here on the channel. But this chapter, we don't have panels for it yet. But if we once we do, we should be getting those in the next couple of days, especially now that we have the summary. Once we start getting panels, I will make another video. But this chapter, legit, nothing really happens story wise. It is all action. It is all Gas versus Granolah. So think of this chapter like Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter. What was it? 59. That was Ultra Instinct Omen Ultra Instinct Omen Goku versus Moro. Remember that chapter was just full action. So that's what you can if you guys so I would take what you guys expect what you guys saw in that chapter, expect to see that with this chapter. Expect about like 80% action with a little bit of dialogue in between from some of the outside characters, right? Like Goku, Vegeta, and the Here clan. But anyway, we're not gonna waste any time. So this chapter is called Gas versus Granolah, right? And if you guys saw my early draft pages, about the first half of the page, we know that Alec decides to stay away from the battle because there's another task at hand, which of course we don't know yet. We know that Mackie and Oil threaten Monito, right? Because they want Monito to tell them where Vegeta is, and they're about to beat him up. While this happens, Granolah takes the sensu bean from Vegeta, and he goes back to full health, and he transports himself using instant teleportation. He teleports himself to where, oh sorry, to where Monito was, and he's able to blow Mackie and Oil away, right? And he could, like I said, I believe it would have been kind of cooler if he just Hakai'd them right then and there, but he doesn't. But I feel like this would have been a perfect time because really, I don't think Mackie and Oil, from a power perspective, I just don't think they're gonna have any impact, you know. But we'll see. Maybe for all we know, Goku and Vegeta may have to fight the next chapter because remember, Goku and Vegeta are still they're not at full health. So maybe we'll see Mackie and Oil against Goku and Vegeta in an upcoming chapter, and that's why they're still alive. I don't know. But still, we also see that Monito gives Granolah uh, oatmeal back, right? So Granolah puts him back on, and then we see uh, Granolah turns to Gas, and he's like, "Gas, I'm your opponent," and Gas says, "That's right." So Granolah pulling a Goku because that's something Goku would say. Goku always like, "I'm your opponent. You're fighting me. You're fighting me now, right?" So then we see Gas releases Goku, and uh, Gas goes down to the ground to fight Granolah, right? So then the rest of this chapter is pretty much just straight action. So Gas Gas puts two shields on his forearms, right? And like I said, we don't have panels yet, but I'm thinking maybe something like Captain America had in Avengers Infinity War when he had the Wakandan shields. That's what I'm thinking about when I read this line. But he has two shields on his forearms. Gas tries to hit Granolah with one of his shields, but Granolah dodges it. right? Granolah shoots several key blasts with his fingers at Gas, but Gas stops them with his other shield, right? So Gas throws himself at Granolah with two shields at the same time. And I also forgot to mention that when Granolah powered up, his other eye turned red again, right? But anyway, uh, but Granolah dodges him and Gas crashes into the ground. Gas changes his weapon and creates a spear, which swiftly attacks Granolah, but Granolah stops it and takes it away from Gas. So, like I said, we're gonna get through the summary pretty quick because it's basically just action. There's really nothing when it comes to the overall story here, right? The straight hands being thrown by these two. So, Gas creates several kunai and throws them at Granolah, who deflects them one by one. Granolah then goes to attack Gas again. Oatmeal warns him that an iron ball is coming from above, right? Gas created without Granolah noticing. So that you get to see basically, the advantage of having Oatmeal back on Granolah's side. Granolah would have not been able to tell that there was one more ball that Gas threw uh, without Oatmeal telling him. So Granolah would have been caught off guard. So they let you know early in this battle how the advantages of having Oatmeal on Granolah's side again. So Granolah is able to so Granolah manages to stop the iron bowl, but Gas makes it explode, and this creates a dust cloud between them. Granolah can't see anything, but Oatmeal tells him that they are surrounded by something. Gas shoots all the kunai at the same time towards the dust cloud, and Mac and Oil are happy because they believe that Gas's attack is Granolah off. However, when the dust cloud dissipates, Granolah has managed to stop all the kunai with his hands. Though we're getting to really see how powerful Granolah is in this chapter, right? Him at full strength, he actually holds a pretty decent shot against Gas, which goes along with me thinking that, you know, as even though Gas is technically supposed to be the strongest in the universe based off the wish he made, right? The difference between him and Granolah isn't as large as you would think. So Baby Gas is stronger than Granolah at the end of the day, but it's not to the level where Granolah doesn't have a fair shot, right? And basically, throughout on this whole chapter, Goku and Vegeta are on the sidelines. They're just watching. So, like I said, it goes also with the theme. Remember, this is Granolah's story here. This is not Goku and Vegeta are more the secondary players, even though they have direct ties to the Heaters and Granolah because Bardock being Goku's father, and then the Saiyans in the past. But really, this is all about Gas. And speak of the devil, Dragon Ball Hype just tweeted out some Dragon Ball Super manga panel spoilers. So there you go. So at the end of the summary, I'm gonna make sure to show you guys those panels. So that would actually save time because I won't have to make another spoiler video. Anyway, uh So then, after Granolah stops the kunai, he says those techniques will not work against me. And Goku and Vegeta are surprised to see how Granolah fights. They're better. He's better than they thought, right? Even though Granolah was a skill fighter before, but he was not on this level without making the wish. Of course, that made him the strongest in the universe at the time. So then Gas and Granolah keep fighting. Gas creates new weapons, claws, similar to Vega's in Street Fighter, another smaller shield or a spear like the ones they used in the Middle Ages, right? And then we see Granolah is actually able to land a powerful punch on Gas. So you got one thing you guys notice is basically ever since Gas stepped on the battlefield, the only technique he's used is the key weapons. He hasn't used anything else. And we know that being the strongest in the universe gives him access to a bunch of techniques, right? He should be able to use Haki and instant transmission, the same moves that Goku has and Vegeta has. The only real thing that we don't think they have is Ultra Instinct because I feel like they would have put it out at this point. But anyway, Gas Gas creates a sword and attacks Granolah, but he dodges and kicks Gas. So Goku and Vegeta, remember when I told you that, pay attention to Gas only using key weapons? Well, Goku and Vegeta are wondering why Gas is only using his technique of creating weapons. So they assume that it is a new power obtained with the wish. But Monito says no. Weapon creation technique is an original technique from Gas, and he used it for a long time. So Gas has had this technique throughout basically his whole life. So I'm willing to bet when Gas fought Bardock in the past, he probably used some key weapons. But uh I keep getting tweets. Anyway, but I'm willing to bet when he fought Bardock in the past, right, he was using key weapons against him. But probably they were just nowhere near to the extent that he can do them now. But we learned that basically key weapons is, Gas's thing. So when hopefully one day we get Gas in like Xenoverse 3 or whatever, definitely his whole arsenal is just gonna be key weapons, key weapons, key weapons. But uh Gas then creates rotating blades like spinners that he places on his wrist to attack Granolah. All this stuff sounds really cool. I cannot wait to look at the panels. But Granolah closes his eyes and manages to stop the blades. Then he kicks Gas again. So Granolah now wonders why Gas only uses that technique. Mackie realizes that Gas wants to defeat Granolah using his own abilities. Right? So remember, this is personal for Gas. Because he stopped thinking about how much he doesn't like Granolah and how he does, after he lost to Bardock in the past, he never wants to feel that feeling again. So this is personal for him. So Gas creates a giant sword like Clouds in Final Fantasy VII or Guts in Berserk. I love how the person that did these translations is like being specific with what these weapons look like. Uh, And Gas keeps trying to hit Granolah, but he can't. Granolah asks Gas if that's all the power he has, and then he says Gas that he would not be able to defeat him with only that. However, Granolah goes to hit Gas again. Gas creates a barrier around his body and stops Granolah's attacks. Probably something similar to what Perfect Cell had, right? Uh, so then Gas extends his hand and uses a gigantic key attack. Goku and Vegeta are shocked to see Gas's ability. Granolah asks Gas if he's been honing his true power. Gas tells him that he wanted to defeat him using the technique that he had polished over the years. Granolah shoots a blast of ki at him, but Gas teleports in front of him using the Shuriken Idol, which I don't know what that is. Or at least I don't recognize it. Yeah, and yes, we are doing this live. Oh, the instant transmission. That's what I when I read the summary the first time, I was like, shouldn't that be instant transmission? But because Goku says something here near the end, that's like, yeah, they must be using one of Goku's moves. But I don't know why they don't say it's instant transmission. But anyway, but yeah, Granolah shoots a blasted key at him, but Gas teleports in front of him using the instant transmission. Goku and Vegeta are shocked again. Gas says, "Of course, I have the same power that you got." No, I have even more power than you. So Gas is trying to throw that in. So then Gas punches Granolah in the stomach with a powerful punch, then fires a key wave at him, but Granolah flies off. Goku and Vegeta are surprised to see that Gas is not using his key weapons anymore. And Gas also seems surprised his own powers. So remember, Gas basically since the beginning of this battle, all he used is key weapons. Now that now that he's like, I'll have a better chance of winning by using some of these other techniques. That's exactly what he's doing, using lots of other techniques. So Granolah's like, let's go. Let's go. I don't think I've showed you all my power. Uh, and then we see Granolah rip off his jacket, right? So we don't know what this looks like yet, since we haven't seen the panels. But I'm willing to bet this is just Granolah in his undershirt, right? But anyway, uh, so then Granolah teleports behind Gas and punches him. Gas stops Granolah and kicks him, but Granolah dodges it. Granolah dodges it. Granolah goes for Gas, who tries to punch him to defend himself. However, just before Gas hits him, Granolah uses the instant transmission and gives Gas a powerful kick. So then we see that basically Gas and Granolah they start using the instant transmission over and over again, trying to one up each other. So Goku's looking at them and he says the instant transmission is an easy technique to use, but difficult one to remember. And he's a bit annoyed to see that they can use it so easily, right? And remember, we know that Vegeta learned instant transmission back in the Mar arc, but then Vegeta was like, yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to use your special move. It was only a one-time thing, right? It would be interesting. Would Vegeta still be able to do the move now? You know? I like how Goku's annoyed that they're using his signature move so easily. Finally, as we're getting near the end here, Granolah is taking advantage against Gas little by little, since he's able to predict where Gas will appear using the instant transmission. Because remember, we know that Granolah is very, very persistent at persistent. Well, we knew he's very good at detecting where people are going to be because he has that eye. His eye sits on another level. So Vegeta tells Goku to pay attention since Gas is teleporting in an irregular way because he's not used to the instant transmission yet, right? Granolah manages to punch Gas in the stomach. So that's a big thing right there, right? Even though Gas has access to all these techniques, right? He doesn't necessarily know how to do it. He's not used to the technique, right? So it's one thing to be, so even if you're the strongest in the universe, you still got to kind of learn to perfect some of these moves. We also saw Granolah kind of do that, when he was fighting Goku and Vegeta in prior chapters. He had access to all these techniques, but, sometimes they weren't perfect and it gave openings for Goku and Vegeta. So that's a big key. Vegeta saying that Gas, even though he's the strongest in the universe, he's not used to these moves yet. It's another thing, you can't just wish to become the strongest. You have to be like Goku and Vegeta and perfect your moves. So, we see Gas gets punched in the stomach. Gas returns the blow very angry, in a very angry manner. Goku tells Vegeta that he is right, and Vegeta says Granolah is much more precise, and he still has a chance to win. So the chapter ends with Granolah looking defiantly at Gas, who seems angry and worried. So clearly the battle is not over. It is. So Gas and Granolah, they're kind of at a standstill, right? So like I said, it makes me think that that even with the wish that Gas made, Gas is not as the gap between Gas and Granolah at full power is not as significant as we thought, which also means that the gap between Gas and Goku and Vegeta is probably not big. It isn't that big as well, right? We know that Goku and Vegeta at full power, if they had a sensu bean or had some way to heal themselves, they probably would probably have a fair chance against Gas as well, right? Because remember, we've already seen full power UI overpower Granolah. We've seen Ultra Ego Vegeta, be able to contend with Granolah. So I'm willing to bet if Goku and Vegeta were able to heal themselves back to full stamina and use their ultimate forms, they would probably have a decent shot at taking Gas down. All right. So that was the summary. So here we have 4 panels, for right now. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna actually pause this recording in just a second, and then wait just to see if we get a couple more panels. Right. So we see, right, so Gas throws like a extension rod, at Granolah. Granolah, using his accuracy, is barely able to dodge it, right? But he's able to grab it. I like this panel, Granolah is low-key buff. Look at those muscles. So we see he's able to, throw the rod aside. I like Granolah. I like the look on Granolah's face here. I like how serious he is. So we see, Gas make these little spears, these mini spears on his knuckles, right? Kind of like he's Black Panther or Wolverine in a way, and he throws them at Granolah. Granolah is able to, dodge them, right? I'm liking this. So really cool stuff here. Like I said, and I think this is when Oatmeal tells Granolah that Gas threw a ball in the sky. So I'm not necessarily sure if these pages are all in chronological order. I don't know if this hype is just giving us random spoilers from throughout the chapter or random pages, but you can see here that Granolah. That I'm more than bet this is Oatmeal telling Granolah that there was a ball that Granolah did not detect that Gas through, right? And like I said, that just shows that Granolah would be having much more difficulty if he didn't have Oatmeal with him. So here you see that dying ball, but Granolah is barely able to hold it up. But of course, Gas, we know that he makes it explode. Let me see. I believe there's a couple more spoilers. Yep. So we got a little bit more. So, like I said, yeah, he's just taking different panels for different parts of the chapter. So we see Granolah firing more key blasts at Gas, but Gas uses instant transmission. This looks very similar to when Goku was facing Granolah, right? And then when Granolah first hit Goku in his vital point when he was in Super Saiyan God. But look, this just shows how massive Gas is. Look at this. This is probably just one page on its own. So we see Gas using instant transmission here. Pretty cool panel. I like this. And then we see, oh, damn. We see Gas hits Granolah with a huge punch. Huge punch. What the hell? And I believe this may be Hakai. I think this is Hakai. Because we saw Beerus do this to Vegeta. So, and we're not surprised. I'm not. We expected Gas to be able to have access to these types of techniques, but yeah, he hits Granolah with a huge blow to the stomach right here. Ooh, dang, like look at the art here. That's wild. And then of course we see that Granolah takes off his jacket, right, which is heavily damaged. So then I like this. Okay, hey, now you see Granolah. This gives me Super Saiyan 2 Gohan vibes from DBZ days. Back when he was fighting Deborah. Remember when he had the green outfit on and like the black undergear, and he was like charging up that Kamehameha to make sure Buddha didn't revive for like 30 minutes, right? Oh man, I like this. I'm feeling just take out the straps. This is my only thing. Like the straps are kind of a little cringy, but overall, I like this. I like this, man. But we see Granolah basically says, I haven't shown you my full power yet, and there we have it. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna actually gonna pause the recording right here. I'm probably gonna just use the restroom or wait a couple minutes and see if we get a couple more spoilers. Just because I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to play the video. I mean, I don't want to miss it. There's a couple more spoilers out. So I'm just going to pause this for just a second. And then if we get more spoilers, I will resume the recording like I never left. But if we don't, then I'll come back in a little bit and then just end the video. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. So we have one more hype this posted, one more spoiler. He said it would be his last one. So let me find it. All these damn. So here we go. So more action, man. Oh, I kind of like how Granolah got that. Ooh, with the ab look. Okay, okay. But we see. So Gas keeps using instant transmission, but Granolah is basically able to detect where Gas is gonna be. So Granolah is able to land a pretty good kick here on Gas. And then we also see Granolah going for a punch, but Gas used a shield. So you can see this the look on Gas's face has changed. Remember, Gas has had that neutral no look the entire time, but now you see uh, that he is struggling a little bit here with Granolah. Granola's able to keep up with him, right? And then we see them using instant transmission, but Granolah is able to get a pretty good uppercut here. Look at that stance there. Oh man, he gets a huge uppercut here right on Gas's vital point, and look at you can see, and then you see Granolah is a little bit bloody, but you can see Gas is he is being pushed back a little bit, and then we see Gas he hits Granolah with a sledgehammer, and then the last panel we have right here we have I don't know what Vegeta's saying. He did. I think in the spoilers. I think this is the end of the chapter. Like this is like the last page. I think this Vegeta saying that Granolah can still win this, and we see. I love this. Granolah is standing there like a menace, looking up at Gas. So pretty cool stuff here in this chapter, man. Pretty much all action. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think, man. I like Granolah. I've always have. Right, I just think he was just too focused on revenge. It's kind of good to see Granolah, fighting on the right side now. But pretty good stuff in this chapter. Some pretty cool panels, and we're basically getting a chapter full of just action. I know Tortara has joked in the past that he's not the biggest fan when it comes to drawing action chapters, but here we get it, man. But excited to see this. But other than that, guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. I might not make another spoiler video till Monday. Now that we have most of these panels, I may not make another spoiler video if I'm being honest with you guys. So, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, man. This chapter looks fire as hell. I cannot wait to see just read the whole thing for myself and see where this goes. It looks like Granolah has a shot here. Will he defeat Gas? I don't know. I thought, Granolah was going to get defeated in this chapter. But, it looks like this battle's going to go into the next, into chapter 80, and then we'll see what happens. Will Goku and Vegeta get back in the fight here soon? What is Elik's plan? Because we got to remember, Elik is out there doing another task. Maybe Elik is collecting the Dragon Balls again. Who knows? But we know we got to remember that Elik is still, probably the X factor here. There still is OG-73. And also, remember, we still don't know what the condition was. There had to be a condition for Gas to become the strongest in the universe, just like there was with Granolah. And we have no idea what that is. So, we got to keep that in mind as well. But other than that, guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. If I don't make another spoiler video this weekend, I'll see you guys for the review/reaction on Monday. But remember, we do have the Dragon Ball Superhero panel this weekend, boys. Remember that's this weekend. We have the superhero panel. So make sure you guys are subscribed because I will be posting reactions, analysis to all the new information we get. I'm expecting us to get at least a trailer, maybe a release date, but I am excited to see what new information we get for the superhero movie. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to get out of here. You guys stay safe and healthy. Like, comments, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that bell so you guys are notified every time I post a new video, man. It's been a crazy week when it comes to Dragon Ball content. Make sure to follow me down on social media. Shout out to DBS Chronicles for getting us the translations and DBS Hype for getting... and shout out to DBS Hype for getting us the panels, as always. Those two are the GOATs. Thank you guys as always for the love and support. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe and healthy, y'all. Peace.